Leaders of a Maui homeless shelter are now trying to set the record straight after Island News reported residents were dying, doing drugs, and behaving violently. Our Ali Ducalo has this follow-up report.
Last week, we told you about the deaths, the alleged drug use, and violence here at the Pu'uhonua o Nene homeless shelter in Kahului. We spoke with a current resident and a former employee who shared their experiences here. But now management and project leaders are speaking out. They're responding to the claims, listing the improvements being made here, and outlining their vision for the future. And that includes creating a tiny home community here.
I think it's important that while we mourn those who have been lost, we continue to encourage healthy lifestyles.
These are the individuals that are the hardest to house, that other places will not take.
Unlike other shelters, Pu'uhonua o Nene employs a housing-first model.
A well-respected and accepted model of housing homelessness.
It means residents struggling with substance abuse do not have to get clean to live at the site. The idea is if you provide unsheltered individuals with housing, stability, and health care, you empower them to improve their lives. Conflicts are resolved with what's called a harm reduction philosophy.
It's more of a how can we support each other through issues versus how can we punish the individuals.
But the facility does enforce strict policies prohibiting drugs and violence. The Pu'uhonua prioritizes safety too, with 24/7 security and surveillance. As for the 4 deaths reported at the site, organizers point out that the life expectancy for unsheltered people is much lower than the greater population, at about 53 years old. The majority of Pu'uhonua residents are older than 50, and many of them are kupuna.
Can you imagine if those individuals were to, because of their comorbidities, because of their different mental health conditions, passed alone on the streets?
Keeping people off the streets is the goal. The plan is to begin building 125 tiny homes to replace the tents residents are currently living in. There are about 120 people staying at the site, but many more have benefited from it.
We've really helped impact the lives of over 400 unique individuals.
Organizers say many residents began seeing a doctor again after not doing so for years. Others are finally addressing mental health issues with on-site professionals.
Some of my favorite stories are about our residents being reunified with their families after years and years of being estranged.
I'm told the goal is to finish the tiny homes within 5 months from now. In Kahului, A'ali'i Duclo Island News.